Hi friends, welcome to my channel. So today I am going to cover balance sheet and cash flow statement. In previous video I covered profit and loss statement and shareholders. So I was already told you why profit and loss statement is very important. So here you can see just I'm doing revision of the previous video. As I told you, Adina's textile. So in the July it was 5 rupees, but within a short period of time it went to 100. So when you see the only charts, you will find that Adina textile is in huge profit, but there is no such kind of profit and all. When we see the profit and loss statement, you'll come to know in 2021, 2022 they have not at all sold a single product. So to avoid such kind of manipulation in the stock market, you need to see the profit and loss statement and other statements. And today I'm going to cover the cash flow statement. Okay, so why this is important, cash flow statement also. So here I'm taking an example of which company it is, Tech Mahindra. Okay, so in the profit and loss statement you can see net profit. So in 2022 it is 5630, so around 5600 crore profit. 2021 4353 profit. So it is yearly, it is rising, it is a good sign. So here 5600 profit is there in the profit and loss statement. So when you go for cash flow, the cash from the operating activity, it is showing 5285. So it is missing around 250 crores. So why it is missing? Means they sold the product worth of 5000. Okay, they sold the product of worth of 5630 crore, but they received only 5285 crore. So the remaining amount, then they yet to get the amount. Okay, so this cash flow will show me the actual whatever the amount they are getting. This cash flow, that the meaning is only the actual money is coming in and going out. So here what are these things, the cash from the operating activity and cash from the investing activity and cash from the financing activity. So this operating activity means the amount we got from selling the product, so that will be available in the profit and loss. If both the amount which are there in profit and loss statement and this is matching, means the whatever the product they sold and that much amount they got it. If it is missing, means they sold, they need to get the amount. And some company what they will do means, so here you can see March, every March they will publish a annual report publicly. So why they will do, when as I told you, when the company is listed in IPO, so their process is to they have to show that annual report publicly. So every year they need to publish the report, and they need to show SEBI also. SEBI also observe these things. So sometimes what they will do, the company, if there is no selling of product, so in the fake name they will sell product to their friend. Sometimes 1 lakh of product they will sell to some person with his friend name only, and they will show in the profit and loss statement. So we have sold this much, we are in the profit of this much. When we see the cash and flow, will come to know, so they have received only this much amount they need to get. So if it is around 200 to 300 crore, for the large cap it's okay. From small cap, if you see, means they will show the profit of 100 crore. When we see the cash, here there is no cash at all, maybe 10 crore 30 crores like that. Maybe there is a huge difference. So if you see the cash flow, you will actually come to know how much profit it is in the company or not. Okay, it should match, or otherwise some small variation is okay. If it is large difference, then we need to avoid such companies also. Okay, and whatever cash from the investing activity, what is this means? So this much profit you are getting. If you are the owner of this company, what you will do? This much amount. So you will distribute this amount among the shareholders, or what will do? So what they will do means they will invest in other company, otherwise they will expand their business and all. So this, it will include these things. So cash from investing activities, you can see the activities also here. The fixed asset purchase means they are purchasing some land or something to expand their business and all. So in that case they are spending, here you can see around 660 crore they spent, whatever the profit you got here. So from that they are spending here to expand their business and all. So like this, these are the activities. So sometime whatever it is, that fixed asset sold means whatever the asset you have, that also if you sold means you will win the profit. So what you have done in the 2022, worth of 123 crore, maybe if you assume it is a land, So worth of 123 crore land they sold someplace, and they took a new land worth of 958 to expand their business and all. So this will include sometime if they have not purchased anything, they only sold that product, means it is also in the positive also. So this cash from the investing activity, sometimes it will be in the positive, sometimes it will be in the negative. So if it is in negative means they are expanding their business. If it is in positive means they sold some asset and all. So from that they got profit. Okay. This cash from the finance activity. So what they will do here? So here you can see here, interest paid. If they brought any loan on the company, so they are going to pay interest on that. So from this profit only they are going to pay. And this dividends paid. So what is this dividend paid? Dividend paid means the whatever the profit you are getting, okay, from that profit what they will do means, so some percentage of the profit they will divide among the shareholders. Okay, so they will tell we are in the profit of this month, so we are going to give a dividend to the shareholders. For example, you are holding 1,000 shares of this particular company, and they decided to give a 10 rupees per share. So if you are having 1,000 shares, so you will get a 10,000 as a dividend. Okay, so the dividend they will only give when they are in the profit. So there it will be minus, so it will be in the negative. Okay, so when you add these all the things, so you will get a net cash flow. So here in this cash flow you need to observe only one thing is whether it is matching with the profit and loss statement or not. Whatever the net profit here it is there in the net profit, whatever it is they're showing, is that is there or not in the cash flow, you need to observe. Okay. And what is the important of this balance sheet? In the balance sheet what they will do, they are maintaining the total liability and total asset. In the balance sheet the both will be equal, total liability and the total asset will be equal. So what is this liability and asset? Okay, for example I will tell a simple example. So if you buy a car, and that car will become both, it will become a liability and it will become asset. How it will means, if that car you buy for your personal, okay, then it become a liability. And otherwise, if you buy a car and you are using that car for a Uber or Ola or some taxi and all, so then it become a asset. So what is this means? Liability means where the money is going out. Okay, if you use for personal means you need to do servicing at a certain time of day, you need to go for servicing and all, so your money is going out because of that car. Okay, so then it becomes the liability. If the same car you are using for taxi or Ola or Uber, from that car you are earning some amount. So okay, so because of that it become asset. Okay, anything from where your money is going out, then that become a liability. And from the product from where your money is coming in, so that become the asset. Okay, and same thing, if you took a land and you build a home, that become a liability. And if you took a land, you build a what is it, a shop or something, so then it become a asset. Okay, here you can see the total liability what is there, means share capital, how much amount they got from the share, and reserve, the amount they reserved, they kept reserve as a reserve. Okay, they are using for this capital they will use for the further development and all. And how much they borrowed. Okay, this should be less actually, this should not be more. You can observe this one, if it is less then it is good for the company. Okay, and whatever the other liability, you can go in detail what is this other liability and all. Okay, in that asset, fixed asset means the place and all we call it as otherwise you can go here, the land, building, whatever it is there, that it is asset. Okay, and that CWIP means cash work in progress, means some building they are means they are building a new manufacturing unit, so it is in still in progress, that we call as a cash work in progress. Okay, and the other investment they have made. Okay, these things whatever that is you are going to see in a share capital reserve. So this all the value will use in a other to calculate the other things. Okay, okay, so these values will use in a further calculation, I will show where we'll use and all. Okay, so why it is important of cash flow statement also important, why is it, I already told you. And balance sheet, what is there in the balance sheet. Okay, asset and liabilities. And this next I'm going to tell you profitable ratio and all. So here up to whatever we saw, that's all. We have not done any calculation on it. Okay, and this the remaining whatever is there na, I need to cover in there. We will do calculation and all, and to do calculation and all, the value we are using from the balance sheet, cash flow, and profit and loss statement only. Okay, thank you friends.